have to you have like some assistance.
Yeah. But there's Bill O'Reilly got in trouble, and there was Roger Ailes, and I was reading this article about, other men, and the person who wrote the article said, and these men in their 60s got in trouble for this and that and the other, and I'm thinking, that's it. Men in their 60s. They're like, it still works, but they can see the end. It's coming, and they're just going to get as much as they can before they go. That's what O'Reilly was into.
Yeah.
What are these guys? They're like, they're throwing away their careers because of a little pussy, because, it just feels too important, and they know that when they're in their 70s, it's not going to work anymore. So what the hell? Maybe. That's my theory. But I just hear it all the time. Men in their 60s, they get into trouble with their dicks.
But you know what? So for a man like you, since you know what it was like when you were at your prime, and even like years and years and years of having to, I don't know, like, do I say use it or like do videos?
I was never good in front of the camera, so I didn't do much in front of the camera.
So it was always like behind?
Almost always.
But you have a lot of experience though from, being with women, right?
I guess. I was a male stripper in 1979. That was up until 83, 84, that was a lot of experience. Yeah.
So for somebody, like such as yourself, that you know what it was like before, and then like you said now, where, it's not, like you said, it's not as good.
Right.
Like, how does that feel? Like, is that kind of like a slow death,
Yes, it's a slow, horrible death. You can see me deteriorating as we go along. It's horrible. So, no, but you try and eat better, you lose weight. I've lost weight. I'm in better shape than I was in 20 years, whatever. It helps a little bit.
The reason why I'm asking you, because for me, that's like one of my biggest fears. One of my biggest fears is that, when I get older and I age, I know I'm not going to be like I used to be before. Because it's going to go away. And for me, it's a big fear that I have, only because I'm explaining why I have my fear, because I'm single right now. I'm divorced, but I'm single by choice. Right now I'm single because I want to be single. I just don't have time to date anyone. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I'm 46 years old, and I can see at the end of the tunnel where it's like, okay, Elizabeth, like, you can't be single by choice. Like, you need to like kind of make that leap over where you choose to like start dating to find a man, where you have a couple of years of having to do what you need to do before you get to the age of where it slows down and you can't really do anything about it, except, it'll be more like the connection of spending time with your partner, of like walking, talking, whatever it is.
Instead of fucking, you're saying.
Yeah. And then, see, that's like my big fear. That's why I was like, oh God, I'm like, how much time do I have still?
Well,
so that's what I was asking you.
It is a limited amount of time. It may not be very limited, but I hear people having sex when they're older, and I just, I don't get as turned on by older women sometimes. Oh, sorry. I'm going to talk into the microphone. Sorry.
Wait, you said you don't get turned on by older women?
Not.
Okay, so when you say older, what's the age?
I don't know.
Would it be like...
I've met two now. You're 46. There's this other woman who's 46 I met not too long ago. She was pretty hot.
So would say that normally my age you wouldn't be turned on by?
Not as much as a 20-year-old. I hate to say it. I don't know why. It's just, that's just the way it is. I can't control it. Stop.
You're a dirty old man.
It's horrible. Fortunately, I'm not into anything younger, so that's good.
So what's your limit? How old do they have to be? Like 25, 26?
23 used to be my favorite age, but I don't have a choice anymore. Believe me, I'll take whatever I can get. No, I can't get anything. I don't try.
What if all you get is like 40, like 48 or 45?
I don't know. Probably it'd be okay. I'm not. I'm in the position where I'm not looking or able to.
But if you were, though, like say you weren't,
if I wasn't married.
If you weren't married, nothing, you were single, then... If you could not get, if you couldn't get like younger, like you said you're like 23s, 24, What if?
I'd be paying for it, baby. Probably. I don't know.
No, but what? No, but what?
That's just me.
So you would pay for it instead of like being with a 48-year-old woman?
Oh God, why are you asking me these horrible questions?
Because I'm 46.
No. Of course, I'd like to be in love and go on like river cruises in Europe and all that crap and really connect with somebody, but it's probably not going to happen. So I'll probably just pay for it. I don't know. I really would rather it was different, but it's hard to find that soulmate, so to speak.
So why would you not, like, why is it that older women do not interest you? Is it because they're not going to be, you think they're not going to be as sexual as like a 20?
No, sometimes older women are way more sexual, and you look pretty hot, but I'm not going to say anything about that right now.
Okay, but we're on the topic though. You have to tell me. Okay, so why not an older woman? Because like you said, we're experienced, we're older, and we have substance.
Situation. No, I really, MILFs sell really, really well in my business.
But I don't want to be a MILF. I just want to be me. So why is it that an older woman does not?
Why is it that
turn you on?
I don't turn on younger girls because I'm not a young guy. I mean, health and youth and vibrancy is an attractive thing.
No, but why?
I hate
Why?
to say it,
but why? Why
I'm
not?
just looking at the internet, baby. I'm just.
So you like I guess you like candy, right? Just young candy.
I like big asses. We're hiring Ryan Connor. She's going to sign in our booth in Vegas, and she's like 50.
When is she signing? In January?
Body. Yeah. I shot her in like 2002 or something like that. What a body.
And what is her name?
Ryan Connor.
Ryan Connor, okay.
Muscular,
and she'll be signing for Evil
liver,
Angel?
Big ass. Good. She's nasty. I saw a movie she did for the most extreme producer in the business back in 2001 or 2 or something like that. And
wait, did I read somewhere that you, was it you? Oh my gosh, Brian, I don't want to get this wrong because that
okay.
like have like sign a contract person?
Yeah, that
so it is you.
Movie is a new thing where we have her under exclusive contract for anal scenes for the next. So
wasn't this like your first contract or something?
Yes, the first kind of contract of any kind.
Yeah.
But because of the way the company's organized,
right.
I let the directors do whatever they wanted, and I didn't want to be committed to one person. Now, the theory is that because we have more data, we can somehow shape the movies and do them better than some of my individual directors can do them in a commercial way because their budgets might be more constrained, whereas we can spend a little bit more money. Ask me about this in like 6 months because right now I don't know if we're going to make money on the project or not. Maybe we will. Maybe it'll be successful. Maybe it won't. How
does that happen? Like speaking, like you said, like maybe it won't be successful. Maybe it will. What happens with a company like Evil Angel, decides to go with a contract and what if it doesn't pan out like in 6 months? How does that work? Do you pay out I
lose money.
You lose money.
I lose all the money I made in the past.
Okay.
I'm still making some money, because Evil Angel's pretty big. We got
but for that contract, though, you lose the money.
Yeah, if we spend like $20,000 on this Katrina Jade movie, we're spending a little more. And that means we have to sell a fair amount, and we have to get some broadcast sales, and it's not going to be easy to make that money back. Plus the time and effort, and Chris in my office is doing like a little documentary interview thing that wraps around all the scenes and goes into her life and why she's like she is. It's kind of a different idea. Hopefully that'll work.
What type of scenes are they? Is she going to be doing?
Well, she's done the scenes already. She did one Buttman scene with me and this girl Kissa Sin, who was a friend of hers, and they were kind of crazy together. That's for sure.
Are these out already, or are these one of the ones that you said are going to be out?
They were done a couple of weeks ago with the idea of putting the movie out for awards season, whatever. But it'll be out digitally by the end of this month.
Now, if people want to find these movies, are you going to tweet them out like Evil Angel is?
Yeah, Evil Angel will tweet out where you can see
where you can find them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it might work. I don't know. The other scenes weren't. They were just like one scene's with the transsexual, which was kind of radical. And the other scene is a Johnny Darko, beautiful scene with another girl and a guy, and there's another scene with Mark and Francesca Lay, who are directors at my company. Francesca Lay is like a MILF. She's done a lot of really hot stuff, and she's a good director for the company, along with her husband, Mark. They're like swingers and whatever. Good porn people.
Yeah.
And they figured out a formula for making money in where they own their own movies, and they make a fair amount of money. So it's a way more difficult business. I don't know if I just got lucky or if I had the right skills at the right place at the right time, but making money for me when I came up with certain ideas was relatively easy in the 90s, and I was a genuine pornographer. I'm a genuine porno fan who owned a porno company, which was totally unique. I don't know that there's anybody who owns a company that's into porn and jerking off to porn as much as I am.
So it worked. It worked for Evil Angel and for John Stagliano. Yeah, it made you
money.
money.
It was great.
Yeah.
I can do stuff now. I can whatever. Anyhow.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I appreciate it. It was great to have you. Good to have your knowledge and, get some behind the scenes.
I got a question. I thought you were going to ask me why did AVN cancel the BBW award? And I had a good answer. Okay. And now you're not going to ask me that question? I'm just... You
know what? Yes. You want to answer it? I
don't know why they canceled the BBW awards. All I know is that I hope that those people that make that decision... They reinstated it? Okay. This is the representative of AVN. He says they reinstated it because I was going to say that all those people who made that decision needed to be squished.
When did they reinstate it? Just recently? This week? Okay, so it's freshly new. Okay, so they reinstated because I know I talked about this last week with Julia Ann on the show. We talked about, how AVN decided to do away with the BBW award. Now, you guys... It has been reinstated. I was just told by Brian Gross. It just reinstated this week. So everybody can be happy and live happy. You don't have to be upset anymore because,
Some people couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I'm talking to right now. And some people could care a lot. It's weird. But I just think, I couldn't say what I was going to say. I was going to say all those AVN critics should be smothered in huge mounds of flesh until they scream uncle.
Okay, so before we wrap, I need to know what type of underwear do you use? Do you use boxers, briefs, nothing, or?
Okay, I do wear briefs most of the time. I don't like boxers.
Yeah,
because of my svelte body, I look very good in my briefs, and when I look in the mirror in the morning. However,
yes,
I haven't worn underwear regularly since 1968.
So you like commando?
Yeah, because. That's what everybody did in 68. And I was a junior in high school, and I wanted to fit in, and I never got used to it. I wear underwear sometimes, but I don't like it. Only at home when I'm alone or something like that. But generally speaking.
Okay, so when you're home alone, you do wear underwear or you don't?
Yeah, I walk around the house in my underwear sometimes. I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense, though. Like, if you're home alone, you're supposed to be just, like,
flaunted. But then I take it off and I put my pants on. I know it makes no sense. Unless I'm, like, going, whatever, traveling or something like that. And I don't, as my mother would say, Johnny, don't have dirty underwear because if you have a car accident and they see that, oh, God, it'll be horrible. That's what she used to say. To me, it's horrible.
Oh, my God. You're so funny. It was good to have you. I'm so glad you made it. I'm glad that I had you here. It's great to have you. Great to talk about the industry, how it has evolved, and Evil Angel, and now, the movies that you are in or that are going to be put out. When are the movies coming out, you said again?
I Am Katrina comes out digitally on a couple of services at least before the end of this month, but the DVD's not due out till toward the end of October. But I just did a movie called Psychotic Behavior, which will get nominated by some awards. If people would buy it, it would be nice. It's a lot of storytelling, sexy kind of weird stuff.
And it's about psychotic behavior?
It's about psychotic. Everybody behaves psychotically in the movie somehow or another. And it was really fun to do.
Who were some of the actresses in the movie?
Bella Danger does the first scene with Xander Corvus, kind of Well, okay. It starts out kind of normal. He's sitting at the kitchen table, and she comes in, and she's wearing these little underwear, and which are kind of pulled down a little, and there's this little pink thing sticking out of her butt, which is the she slams her dildo on the table and says, "I told you Wednesday morning I'm doing webcamming from the kitchen." And, because those webcam little vibrator things,